K-drama fans, we are the K3, and this is our weekly watch list where we come to you and really dive into all of the dramas that we are currently watching, and we want you to share your thoughts with us. So let's grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. Monday, Tuesday. Oh man, my unfamiliar family, they stuck the landing so well.
I'm going to miss this family.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I actually wrote in my notes that I want a season 2 simply of Big Nuna and her friend lawyer guy who's good. Oh my God, I loved him so much. I just did. They were.
He's so like chatty and
so
just like,
chatty.
you know, just like so different from her ex-husband.
Yes. And I love the fact that she like cracked a real smile when he was just going on some weird rant. And I was like, oh God, I love it so much.
I mean, he totally fits into her family.
Yes.
Like, you know.
So yeah, this show it was beautiful. I love the fact that Mom fucking lived her best life. Though I thought that her like rant was a little harsh. I was like, Mom, come on now. But she's had a really rough 2 months, but her going and living her best life was, I was like,
I know.
I loved it.
Yes.
And then our main couple, so beautiful.
The thing with Mom is that she didn't need to reconnect with the man that she married. She needed to reconnect with herself.
Yes.
And so that was just wandering around Hawaii, you know,
right?
just looking at trees. And
I just love
amazing.
that so much. And I love the fact that she would still, like, she was talking to him, like, via FaceTime. And, like, there was so much there that I loved. And then right at the end where he's like, should we go on a family vacation? And while the kids are all like, good, she was like, let's just go the two of us. And he's like, yes. Like, it was just, so satisfying.
What I love this show is it's kind of like how Dinner Mate ended, which is that we spent a little more time with them and really got to see that they had healed so much and they were going to be okay. Yes. And it wasn't just like two people coming together and boom, that's the end.
And that's the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
but all right, so that was Mom, and then Big Nuna, but our maknae. Oh my gosh,
maknae.
Oh,
so adorable.
I know, but I loved how
so heartbroken.
I know, but it's just that they saw how heartbroken he was, and they weren't going to lay into him. Like he doesn't. Right. He got the lesson and. I don't know, just so supportive. Like, what a great family.
Right. I think I wrote this in my notes, or I said it on Twitter. I don't know, but I think what I loved about this family, that it was more, not this family, but the show, was that it was kind of a testament to the family you are born into that you really have no choice on. And then the family that you decide the people you bring into your life that you want to make your family. And I thought it was a beautiful testament to both of those versions. And I really, really enjoyed that. And that's what I enjoyed about like the maknae, and with Big Nuna not like laying into him and just kind of being like, when you can look back on this and laugh, then we'll talk about it. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, that they're so different, but that they choose to be together because you remember at the beginning of the show, our little Nuna and Big Nuna hadn't talked to each other in ages.
Right.
Like and this is all about, they're so much stronger together and supportive of each other and can still be as different as they are. Yeah. So, yeah. Except when you're all wearing the same Hawaiian shirt.
Oh my God, that was amazing. No, I loved it. I thought it was adorable. I was like, yeah. And then when Kim Ji-suk had his on, please. Adorable. Loved it. And then even their relationship, like I love the fact that it was just so well done. Like I just loved the way it happened, and I was still all fluttery about it, even though you knew it was coming, and you were just like, I love it so much.
I know. Back to that wall.
Oh my God, that wall. That wall is amazing. It is an amazing romantic wall. How many scenes did they have there? Like exactly, put it on the list. Like there's like they had like 4 or 5 scenes there. It was just so perfect. It was just really, really satisfying. It's just and Mom coming back and having gifts for the other family that Dad had kind of adopted, and like she was accepting them. Like I just was like, man, Mom needed to go live her best life like 15 years ago. And I think again, that was another thing that I really liked about it was like, and it goes to God, what show were we watching? Oh, it was It's Okay to Not Be Okay, when she said you have to make yourself happy first before you can make other people happy. And again, I thought that was another big testament to that thing that I think we as humans in society are constantly told that isn't the case. But I think if we focus more on what makes us happy as human beings, that we would then be able to our happiness would then spread throughout our relationships.
So what was so great about this show is that all of these very dramatic things happened like it was a melodrama, but then it wasn't a melodrama.
Right.
Right? It was just like it was resolved and it was happy and it wasn't like tears and just like, trucks of doom and, neurosurgery everywhere. And just like reading of the will. It was none of that.
Right. Oh my God.
But it went there and then it came back to this place where you could just be, like you said, so super satisfied at the end. But everyone got to really revel in themselves and in their relationships and just have this really strong family unit. So it was so good.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I did. It was so good. If you are out there and just need a nice, and it was, like you just said, Marisa, it wasn't overly dramatic. So you didn't have like weeks where you're just like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. Like if you just want like a really good, satisfying, just K-drama from start to finish with some amazing characters and amazing character arcs.
Mature relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then at the end, when Big Nuna and her husband actually had that moment on the beach and they both were happy. I mean, I think all my wishes came true, Marisa.
Right. Yeah. Right? You don't, like, they all could let it go, right? Yeah. You can't live in that kind of anger and hate.
No.
So it's really,
it was beautiful. Really, it was a beautiful, beautiful show. Nice work, Unfamiliar Family. Nice work. Yeah. Good detective. I freaking love this show, Marisa.
I know. So much.
It's so fun.
It's
so freaking fun. Right?
It is. These characters are like, they're unexpected, and they don't behave the way you usually see cops behave in procedurals. So it's really good.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Song Hyun-ju, who plays our main detective, Kang Do-chang. Oh my God. This guy has so many issues.
Oh my God. So many,
but a heart of gold, like taking the daughter home and just believing in her.
Yeah. Aww. So, I mean, I love that. I am loving whatever is going on between our young detective and our reporter. There's kind of a little bit, I'm kind of digging that because I don't know what it is. I mean, come on, at the end of the day, I enjoy a good little piece of chemistry. Chemistry's fun, But I'm a little disappointed with my boy Ji Sung-hyun's character. Like, is he a bad guy? Is he not a bad guy? Is he going to help our team? What is going on there? We did get more of him, though, so I was happy about that.
Yes. So is he really just, like, what is he up to? Is it all in support of is it brother or cousin? His cousin?
It's his brother. I think it's his brother. Yeah.
Or who's he playing? Or who's he being played by? I don't know.
Right.
But yes. More of him is always
top notch. And I get just this whole, I think, again, we've talked about this before, like there's always that rogue element in your cop team that goes and figures it out. I love the fact that this entire team is the rogue element. And it just makes me so happy. Like, even our one guy who was like was going to get dirt for the internal IA investigation, and then he meets her and he's like, blah blah blah, talk to him yourself, I'll be your friend forever. I was like, oh my God, I love it so much. I love it. Like, just freaking loved it. I was like, it's just so satisfying.
They're so, how do we describe them? Because they're kind of bumbling, but they are a unit, but then they just they're kind of scrappy the way they just fight against the other team, like team number one, because they're team number two.
Oh my God. And when the two, not team number one, but the team from the other precinct, and they all showed up for that one bad guy, and they all went chasing after him, and it became like just a road race to try and see who could get to him first. And then it became slow-mo, and they were elbowing each other, and then it started doing with What a Wonderful World. I lost my shit, Marisa. It was hilarious. I was like, what is happening right now? And it was so good. And then how they tackled him, and then he didn't have his handcuffs, and then our young detective, Oji, like leaps to the side and flings his hand. Like, come on. It was just hilarious. And I loved every minute of it.
There are some amazing visuals in this. Like, was it last week where he stood in front of the car just as it was driving up, pointing his gun, and just waiting? Like, you're like, oh my God, he's going to get run down.
Right?
But it was just, I was just looking up the director. I don't think the director's done anything that I recognize. What was Untouchable?
Untouchable was, I think it was a terrible Jingu one that I sat through all of, and I was like, this is awful. But it was Jingu, and so I stuck it out.
Yeah.
But visually, it was very good. So I'm hoping that this script, who's our writer on this one?
Che Jinwon. They did Untouchable.
Oh, they did Untouchable. That makes me a little nervous.
So they were a team.
All right, so it is a team.
It's a team.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, and again, it wasn't that Untouchable was terrible, but it was very melodramatic. I guess it fell more in the makjang, in my opinion, category of the melodrama. Where this one it seems to be falling more in the buddy cop aspect. So I think that's what I'm liking about it. It's not nearly as heavy. I mean, the subject matter is heavy, but I feel like they have a what's the word? They have a deft hand in handling it.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely like this approach.
Yes, absolutely. I am. I'm just really, really enjoying it for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It does. It's one of those shows that I enjoy it so much that it just kind of washes over me and I don't take a ton of notes, but
neither do I. It's, we talked about this last week. It's super interesting to see Oh Jung-se as back to his evil,
right?
Up to no good kind of character, which is such a contrast to It's Okay to Not Be Okay.
It really is. It's a little jarring sometimes. You're like, oh, right, you're in this. Oh, shit, that's right. You're a bad guy. There's no Sang-tae here. None. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Not at all. And like you said, I am totally enjoying Elijah as our reporter and Jang Sung-jo together. So hopefully something would blossom there. That would be like an added bonus because the show, it's really clever and fun. And it's if you love a procedural, this is really good.
So good. Yeah, absolutely. Get on this one. It's a lot of fun. And finally, and one Monday, Tuesday, we have Men Are Men, or To All the Guys That Love Me. And I'm still watching it. I haven't dropped it yet. I will say this.
Like me.
Yeah, exactly. Our two leads, our female lead, Hwang Jung-eum and Yoon Hyung-min, don't have a tremendous amount of chemistry. Like it's not like setting the world. It's just not doing a lot for me. Who does have great chemistry though is Yoon Hyung-min and So Ji-hoon. Like I needed this to be their love affair because they have poppin' chemistry and I'm really digging them together. So there's that. So maybe if we take Hard Left and make it a BL K-drama, I'm all into it. Just FYI in case anyone's paying attention.
This is KBS too. Yeah,
it's so not happening. But they keep teasing it, so I think it's just I don't know if it's fan service that they're teasing it because they've been in another drama together and that they already have great chemistry. But man, their chemistry is great. I'm loving the parents; they're hilarious. And there was this whole scene where they invited their son, who is Park Do-kyung, over for dinner because they want to see if he's really into his sister, which is weird and creepy, but they're not blood related because they want to marry her off so bad. But they basically told So Hyun-ju, who is Hwang Jung-eum, basically, you can't come over for dinner. We're busy. Don't come over. And she's like, okay. And so then she decides she's hungry, so she's going to go to her parents' house, and they are like feeding him this big feast. And so they all go scrambling around the house to hide it as she's walking up the stairs, and they're all hiding in the bathroom while she ends up with stomach problems. So she's basically taking a dump in the bathroom while they're all sitting. It was ridiculous and hilarious. And I think that's probably 90% of the reason I'm still there because the parents are a delight and their weird antics bring me a tremendous amount of joy.
Oh, and isn't that what we all want now?
Exactly. Yes. So I'm not officially out. I do need the reincarnation stuff to kind of start.
Oh yeah.
I need a little more of it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
that was the one thing. One of the things I found interesting about it was like going back into these different time zones.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
So I definitely need for that to happen. And The one final thing is we have officially determined that our weird, creepy mom that is trying to marry her daughter off to our CEO basically is not reincarnated. She just remembers them from before. So yeah. So it's about to get a little weird. I mean, it's already weird, but it's about to, I think, to take a hard left into weird and creepy.
Yeah.
So she's basically trying to marry her daughter off to her past crush or her first love, which is weird. So between the one set of parents trying to marry their adopted, basically they're they're basically non-blood related children to each other. Mm-hmm. And the other mother trying to marry her daughter off to her first love. It's a little weird. It's a little wacky.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so far, I'm still in. Wednesday, Thursday, another new one, because good Lord, July had so many new ones. This one is so many shows. This one was chipped in. So this one, even I mentioned it a few times, another show that I thought it was kind of Knives Out, but this one is really Knives Out, even to their framing and their shot selections and like a lot of that stuff. So my notes are basically, I don't hate it, but I'm not sure I'm into it. What did you think, Marisa?
Oh, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I like the mother-daughter relationship a lot.
Yes, that's probably my favorite thing.
Yeah, and I like how the mother is trying so flippin' hard.
Yeah,
so much. But yeah, I like all of the, it's like Clue. It's like Agatha Christie. It's like Knives Out. It's not as clever as Knives Out. Unless James Bond appears.
Right.
Then.
So yeah, if
we
can get our own inspector, what was it? Laporte or what was he? Marco, what was it? LeBlanc. That's what it was. LeBlanc. Yeah. If we get that, then I'm all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that I was out. I just wasn't I was kind of like, I don't know. So I'm going to stick with it for this week to see if maybe some things change, because I did enjoy a lot of it, but I did find myself checking how much of time I had left.
Oh, well, you know what? It's not 16 episodes, it's 12.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So there is that.
Okay.
And, actually, no, it's 8. It says 8 episodes.
8 episodes? I can do 8 episodes. Yeah. Done.
So yeah. I have to say at first I was like, what's happening here? Yeah. Is this really, because I love a good Agatha Christie.
Right.
But yeah, by the end of the second episode, I was like, okay, I'm bored for this. This is enjoyable. I like it. I like how they like backed up the time and then showed her point of view. So I did enjoy that. I mean, I will be honest with you. I think my biggest like trepidation with it was like, I don't think I have 16 episodes of this. I don't think I have it. But now that you're telling me it's 8, I'm like, okay, I think now I'm in. Because come on, let's be honest, Marisa. Sometimes there are certain shows, they just do not have enough story to go 16 episodes, and you can feel it. And then you're just like, you get long around like episode 10 and you're like, where are we going, show? And I feel like they burned through so much story in those first 2 episodes. I was like, what are we going to do when we get to like episode 8? Now I know they're going to end it. So I'm good. Good.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. Maybe if I actually looked at our own notes, I would be more aware. But sometimes you just get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff you're watching.
We watch a lot of shows.
I know.
And we love it.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes, yeah.
But sometimes I'm overwhelmed, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Global pandemic and everything. We're all a little overwhelmed right now.
Yeah. Global pandemic, them not passing the HEROES Act, unemployment running out, all sorts of good times.
Yes. So.
Things I am enjoying, though. Into the Ring. So much.
Oh my God. This show. So much happens.
So much.
And I love them even more.
Yes. And then they teased us, and we're jumping ahead. I'm not even talking about this week's, and then they teased us with next week's preview, and I was like, I need those right fucking now. Show, come on. Like, I love them so much. The fact that he was like, I'll be your assistant. I was like, your secretary. I was like,
I know. I was like, is this oh yes, it's episode 8. Here we
yes,
are.
here we go.
Pivot. It's like,
Oh,
she's
because-
the chairperson. He's gonna be by her side. They're gonna take them all down.
They're gonna take
It's
them
gonna
all
be
down.
great.
It's gonna be amazing. And I just
Yes.
oh, and that awful ex-boyfriend, and I'm like, ooh, you go away.
Ooh,
And
ooh,
even Dong
ooh.
Myung was like, ooh, wait, what? No, don't answer that. Listen to me. I was like,
Mhm.
I love him so much.
I know.
So much.
I know.
Oh, they're
even
just-
even though he turned her down at her
Oh, I
special
know.
secrets.
And when
you know,
he
rooftop.
grabbed his little heart though, he was so happy. And then he started laughing because I don't know. I'm still trying. We still need to know what he was laughing about, and I can't wait till we get that reveal. But
I
it
know
was,
because he kept smiling. It was like she was like, "Why are you laughing?" But it was so great to
Right?
see him smile like that.
oh my god, these guys. I don't know what is happening to me this year. Maybe it is the pandemic, but we have had some solid romances this year that have just made my life. And it's always the couples that there's an equality there that just make me so freaking happy. And these two are like,
I know.
like perfect.
No more chaebol.
No more. None. No more. Oh my god, when they had the list of everyone's favorites and she was just handwritten at the bottom and then he added her officially and he was like, I'm just doing my job. Yep. Yes. Like convincing him. I just think they're adorable and I think I can't wait till she finally embraces that she is the what was it? I think it's another butterfly metaphor, like the complaint butterfly or whatever that golden, whatever that is. And he was so sad that she didn't tag her email with that. Like they're just so cute.
I know. I love that. Like she's so impulsive, right? But then she learns, and then she's learning how the system works. But because she is the person who's so righteous, it all comes back in these wacky ways, whether it's like golf balls, ping pong balls, like aiming at people's heads. Like literally everything she does, she's aiming at their head. Yeah. But it's so good. And she's so quirky. I love her.
She's so quirky. And I do, right? And her team, when they all were like figuring stuff out.
And the kid.
The little boy. Oh my God. It's just, I love it.
But I love how the look of the show. I love the extreme wide shot framings. I love like when she was just eating ice cream with the kid on the moped. Like everything, the visuals, like the aesthetic is so great.
So great.
That rooftop, oh my God. It's just so kind of, it's romantic without being romantic. Like I'm not sure what word I'm looking for, but it's so.
It is. It's so,
Instagrammable.
Yeah. That's it's such an IG moment. Oh my God, but it is. It's just so, and I love that he was like, she's like, you found me? He's like, yeah, it wasn't that hard. It only took me 2 or 3 hours. She's like, what? I love
you
them.
love me. Wait, what? No,
so much. Yeah. So I just can't wait for these now we're heading into the back half with them as a complete unit now, because he's going to be her secretary with all of his knowledge about budgets and how things work. Lisa.
It's so good. I'm gonna love
so
every second of these next 8 episodes.
Yes.
I love that we still have so many more.
It's so good. Oh my God. If you guys are looking for a good, I don't know, palate cleanser on a show that you just finished, you need something different, something that is just fun and it's just a great 2 hours a week. Get on this one. It's so good. It's so freaking good.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you liked Pegasus Market, I think you would really like this show. It's different.
Yeah. But it's got that. It's got that heart. It's got that heart and that wacky and that kind of combo of it. Yeah. Oh, Into the Ring. Who knew? We first saw the preview. We're like, don't know about that one. So
and
happy.
Then,
so
surprise.
Happy, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's okay to not be okay.
Oh my gosh.
So many things happened this week.
That end of episode 12. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't think so.
No. Whoa. I say whoa, sir. I say whoa. My favorite quote that I saw on Twitter was like, Kim So-hyun making a cameo in his own drama. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh my
Like,
God.
he's ridiculous.
He is, because did you watch them? I didn't watch all of it, but did you watch them play Jenga on the swoon? Because with the hair, I'm like, oh,
Right?
the hair. And then they gave it
hair.
to us in this episode. Oh my
Right?
gosh. And the suit.
Oh.
Because the thing is, she has been gorgeous. Like,
Gorgeous.
Not there's no sweatpants in her life.
No.
There's no like ratty t-shirt that you sleep in. She
No.
has just been like, couture the entire time, and just drooling over her entire look and aesthetic. And then he's been like in flannel shirts, which I know floats your boat.
Totally does. Are you kidding? That is my aesthetic, Marisa. That is my aesthetic. But listen, you also know I appreciate a man in a three-piece suit, especially a K-drama man. Oh, yeah.
That whole episode there's a lot of fan service in there.
Really
and not
was.
like, he took a shower, but like the idea that he would be a father, or like marriage, like all of the marriage talk and baby talk. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This show.
Yeah. This show. This show. So, with that being said, this show also has a whole slew of crazy theories.
Oh my gosh.
Some I'm into, some I'm not.
It's got me questioning things.
It does have me questioning things. So, which one's your favorite? Which one are you going with, Marisa? Because I'll tell you the one that I'm totally going with after you tell me yours.
Well, so we did a poll on Instagram and also on Twitter.
Yes.
Do you think that Jang Young Nam, who plays the head nurse at the OK Hospital, is actually Go Moon Young's mother?
And I hadn't thought about that, really. We had said over the weeks that we thought she had been wasted as a character, and that she had done now that I think about it, had done some a little bit weird things that you probably should have pinged my radar, but she'd been so sidelined that you're just like, I don't know what they're doing with her over here at all. So we did our poll.
Yes. And
y'all said no.
No.
But I think at the end of 11, they said yes. Right?
I think so. Because, and also in 12, they reinforced it.
Yes.
He took her to the basement. I don't know if she's dead or if she just disappeared. Oh, I don't know now.
So, because that was clearly Jang Nam Nam at the end of episode 11.
Oh,
they were
walking
doing,
through the house?
Yeah, and like doing the weird cuts of her face and the back of her head and not giving us a full. And they've been so secretive about what the mother looks like. So clearly, what I find interesting though, is that they've been so secretive about what she looks like, yet Ko Moon Young has seen Jang Nam Nam. So if she looked the same, where we can't see the photo, wouldn't she recognize her now?
So the other woman was the patient who did go to Go Moon Young's house. If that was a big red herring, they also said things like, oh, she's had a lot of plastic surgery.
Right.
So
maybe that's it.
But her whole demeanor would have had to change. I don't know, because she was pretty cruel. She was so cruel.
Cruel.
Yeah. And, killed our brothers, killed their mother.
Yeah.
So,
which leads us to our second theory that's tearing up the interwebs, right?
So the other theory is that Moon Young and Sang Tae are actually siblings.
Yes. I actually don't think so. That one I'm going with a hard no.
Yeah, reading it, I think there are some things that would make you think that.
Yes.
And the clues that I was reading about, I think on Twitter, is that, they both are scared of and hate butterflies. Something to do with the My Clementine song. There are a couple things, but I don't know. Yeah. Jen, you have a deeper look at that, maybe.
Here's what I got, because I think some of the things that, first and foremost, God bless, I appreciate a good theory as much as anybody, but some of these theories are like digging into like fan fiction and creating an entire subplot that like never like that we got there's no data for whatsoever. The thing that you sent me a thing that had like five or six steps of what the things were, and one of them was they both Sangtae and Moon Young have a thing about their hair, right? And but they showed it when they showed the scene where he finally revealed when Sangtae finally revealed what happened in with him and his mother. The evil butterfly mom came up to him and grabbed him by the hair. And so he equates butterflies with the hair. And that's why I think he doesn't like anyone touching his hair. I don't think. And then she was basically like, if you tell anyone, I'll kill you. And if she was really trying to get her kid back, which is what the theory was out there, well, why wouldn't you just take him at this point instead of threatening him with his life for that?
Exactly.
So that's where I feel like they basically let us know that they are not siblings.
Right.
With that scene.
Love a theory and love deconstructing it. This was, this definitely took a little bit of our time this week. It was kind of fun.
Absolutely. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, digging in. Let's go. Go show. Yep. All right. They're tipping their hat to it with Kim Mi-young going like, you guys look alike. You guys are the same person. And I'm like, oh, you're feeding that one. You're feeding that one hard. But I feel like the scene that the flashback scene about with the murder was it gave you all the reasons why Sangtae would fear the butterfly and the woman and the thing with the hair, which I think were the big three that they So I mean, we could be wrong. It's a theory. It's out there.
It's a theory.
But we got what? 4 episodes left?
4 more episodes. Yeah. So this is where the revelations really start coming fast and furious. So,
exactly. And so, I mean, obviously with Kangtae realizing that Moon Young's mother probably killed his mom. We got that juicy little K-drama trope happening. I will say this though. I will die on this hill that my 3 favorite characters are Dr. Oh, Jae-soo, and our little assistant, who is Park Jin-ju. We all need more of them. They are adorable, and I love them. I love Jae-soo so much.
Oh, yeah. He's just... He's like just stuck in the pizza shop. But he's so loyal to his friends. So loyal.
I wish he was a little... it's going to be tough for him to move up the ranks, but I feel like... I felt bad for him when Kangtae was like, you're number 3 and hung up on him. I was like, man, that's cold.
I know. But I really loved also that moment with our creative director / assistant, Park Jin-ju. Who's her character? Yoo Sung-jae, where Moon Young was like, how old are you?
Yeah.
And she just scurried off.
That was fantastic. When she's talking about her own like stalker tendencies. That was fantastic.
Oh, that was hilarious. When she was talking about like how she was such a fan of HOT, I think was the K-pop group. Yeah. That was just like, oh my God. It was like shade.
HOT, how old are you? Like, what's
I
going
know.
on?
Because that's shades of my private life.
Yes. Oh my God. She was so fun in My Private Life. I wish they were giving her more like that show gave her a storyline. This one, she just seems superfluous just to add like some levity here, a piece of exposition here, or, here's a nugget of information here. So there we go. Heading into the final 4. It's going to be juicy. It's going to be juicy. I'm excited. Hopefully, Kangtae keeps that suit.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yes. Next up, Graceful Friends. I actually watched more of it. I don't know why, but I did. And I'm still not sure. I think I'm going to keep watching it. I think it's going to be one of those shows where I'm going to keep watching and keep watching and keep watching and then be done with that. It's going to be one of those. It is one of the most stressful shows I've ever watched.
Oh, God, really?
I think that would be the only reason that I would drop it. Like, there's just so many things happening, and there's so many lies and so many secrets and so many hidden ideas and things. And now we've got the murder, and so now we don't have that full story and who killed him, and, it was just, he was terrible, by the way. Like, he totally roofied her drink, and then we aren't sure if he had sex with her or not, but took pictures of her
With
in
who?
bed with our main lead,
With our main wife?
with our main wife. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And so horrible. Why she doesn't report it, I'm not sure. Why? And then he starts to blackmail her. And so it just gets really dark really fast.
Oh, wow.
And oddly, the husband's kind of is supportive because we don't really see the scene where he finds out what happened, but we kind of hear about it because we now moved forward past the murder. And now we're going back. Oh, it's a mess, Marisa. But for some reason, I'm like, okay. Like, it's like, I'm literally like this when I'm watching it because I'm like, okay. And so, I mean, I have issues with it, but I can't seem to not hit play. It's weird. I don't know.
Oh,
It's a very stressful show.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes though, maybe that's kind of you need to put your stress somewhere.
Maybe
this is it. You know, because I am
that.
my amateur psychology.
Well, I appreciate it.
I don't know.
I need as much help as anyone. Right? I mean, perfectly honest. Like, come on. So yeah, I mean, Song Yoon-ah she's so good. And again, I'm not saying that I would ship her with the guy who basically is blackmailing her, but she has got just some Nuna romance energy with those young guys that I just feel like someone needs to actually give her a Nuna romance show, and let's just do it. Make it like Secret Affair or something like that. Song Yoon-ah needs her own Nuna romance, and it needs to. And I will say this about Grace Family that I am appreciating. This whole show is rated 19.
Oh, really? Haven't seen one of those in a while.
So yeah. So it's definitely got those like misty shades to it, which I'm enjoying. So it's, there's a lot that I'm enjoying, but like I said, super, super stressful. And so, yeah, so you guys out there, if you are watching Graceful Friends, talk to me because I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure enjoy is the right word. I'm watching it.
Fascinated by?
Fascinated is a great word. I can't seem to not watch it, but it stresses me out. So help me out. And who do we think this mysterious friend person that's manipulating all of this is? For a hot minute there, I thought that it was our proctologist doctor guy, which is Bae Soo Bin, Jung Jae-eun. I thought it was him. I'm still not officially saying it's not, but he seems to care deeply for his friends, so maybe I am incorrect. But there's clearly someone behind the scenes that is who's manipulating the whole situation, which I think I'm going to guess probably killed our little hottie, creepy creeptoid. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Why they have to make these guys so good looking? You're just like, whoa. And then you're like, wait, no, you're a bad guy. Stop. Yeah. Super bad guy. Like, super bad guy. Ridiculous. I don't understand why she didn't report him like maybe not the first time because of maybe it being an issue and she was going to handle it. I mean, I'm all for reporting right away, but I mean, maybe could understand from a woman's standpoint in Korea and your career and all of that, like just letting it go. But then when he started stalking her, like, get on that shit. Like, no. Yeah. And then it just gets ugly from there. And they kind of did this huge time jump. So I'm not really sure even how ugly it got. So yikes. Super yikes. But I'm on episode 5 heading into 6. So we shall see, shall see. And finally, Train. I really like this show a lot.
Oh, cool.
Are you not watching it?
I am. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm a little more intrigued. I want to know more about the evil doppelganger cop. And I'm liking now that Yoo Si-yoon's character So Do-won is like in that other world. But there are moments where I'm like, he just pulled all of these theories right out of the air. This happened, and then this happened, and this happened, and I'm like, oh, come on, I'm not buying it.
What do you mean? Wait, back up. What do you mean pulling theories out of the air?
When he was in the train station, he was like, he did this, and then he did this, and then this happened. It was like,
he was plotting. He was working off of where the bodies showed up. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, because I just remember thinking, how did he figure all of this out so fast? Like he's like ace detective.
Oh, because the bodies showed up in our original time, for us, the original timeline.
Yeah.
And the bodies didn't match. Like they had nothing on them. Like those people were showing up alive. So because of that, they had a bunch of data about what had been going on. So they knew the bodies were being dumped. And so I guess maybe for me, I took the leap that he figured out that since he was able to jump to a different dimension to get to this world where these people are actually missing, that it made sense for him that that's how the guy got rid of the bodies. So for me, it wasn't, I also love sci-fi. I love sci-fi a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like probably my favorite genre. Like I love this shit. Yeah. So I
don't know. I like it, but I'm not as in as you are.
Yeah. It makes me so happy. And I love his relationship with Kyung Soo Jin, and that my theory is that obviously he's going to stay in this universe and the other version of him is going to stay in the other universe, because he they're going by A and B. So we'll go with A and B. A is our main Soduan, who was the first one we saw. B is kind of the one that's got a serious drug problem. But because he has a relationship with the forensic girl in his timeline, now they're that's my thought is that that's gonna develop in this time.
On the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
I did not I did not watch episode 5, which actually got subbed pretty fast on VIKI, but I did not watch it. So
I watched that this morning. So I enjoyed it a lot. Like I was a little hesitant about Kyung Soo Jin being like a hard detective, because she's everything I've seen her in, she's just been so delicate, right? So like, you know, the ballerina, not the ballerina, but the rhythmic gymnast and that, you know,
weightlifting
that
fairy.
Kind of
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm really enjoying her in this. Like, I like her. She's got some grit that I'm really digging. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Train a lot. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Next up, as always, at the end of our show, our top 3 moments. Yes. Of the week. Yay! Okay.
And our first top moment, holy moly.
Please.
I
just needed him to have a glass in his hand and open the hotel.
So Kim Soo-hyun showing up at the end of the episode with his hair and the black suit. Oh, it does. Right? I mean, if you have not, it's worth a few moments. Go back, find it on YouTube. The cameo at the end of Hotel Del Luna. He was definitely working that vibe.
Oh my God, so much, right?
He's too much.
He's too much. Like he's so pretty. He's just
pretty. Gorgeous.
Yeah. Especially I find him attractive with the hair down, but when he slicks that hair back,
oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. And then if he picks up chopsticks with his left hand, right, Jen? Yeah.
Yay. Lefties unite. Woo!
Yes.
Heck yeah. And number 2.
So from My Unfamiliar Family, which wrapped up so incredibly well, but for Mom to take a year off to find herself again was just like, this was the perfect, it was like own your own life. It was
right.
It was just
so good. It was so amazing. And it was so great to watch. And it was so great to have even the family be like, I'm glad she took the year. I'm glad for us as well, because we could unload all that guilt. She gets to unload all the resentment. And it was so good. It was so perfect. Living your best life is so good. I just thought it was just such a great message and moment. Oh, it was just fantastic.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. So good.
And 3.
Into the Ring, the show that just brings us so much quirky joy every week.
Every week.
Sports Day.
Sports Day was so good.
Everything about it. From like the first moment when the mascot walked on and took off his head. It was Park Sung-hoon. Oh my God.
It was like him realizing that that Gosera was there, and he was like, and I'm in a mascot thing, and then he took his hat. I was like, oh, Pumpkin, I'm so sorry.
I know. And Gosera, like trying to work her manipulations. And then the race was so great. And then how they flash back to it later and you saw that he was with her the whole time.
Oh, I love them so much. They're so my God, this show is so good. And it's so funny and it's so sweet. I love it. Freaking love it.
That was so perfect.
It was perfect. The show is, I dare say the show is perfect.
I love it.
Bold
Totally
statement, but I will say it. I will die on that hill right now. They could change this week, take a hard left somewhere that we don't even know what's coming. But right now,
please
perfect. Please don't.
Yes.
Dear Lord, no. All right, you guys, we are the K3. That was our weekly watch list. I'm Jen.
I'm Marisa, and you. Thank you so much for being part of our K-drama chat. We love hearing from you, so like and subscribe, comment below.
And if you want to watch some of our other super fun K-drama content, we just answered some of your questions. So if you want to know some of our answers, like what is the one K-drama that we would take on a desert island if we could only choose one? You can check it out right here. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.